Good evening. I'm Janet Coe, President and co-founder of the Menopause Foundation of Canada. Until recently, menopause was one of life's biggest mysteries, spoken about in hushed tones behind closed doors. Today, I think it's safe to say we're blowing the hinges off those doors thanks to so many voices refusing to stay silent. While we're smashing stigmas, there's still urgent work to be done because menopause remains one of the most pressing equality issues of our time. We're fighting centuries of ignorance. For too long, menopause was a woman's burden to endure. Even today, it's seen as something negative, leaving women confused, embarrassed, and unprepared. Some say it's not worth talking about, that we should just deal with it quietly. Others feel acknowledging it fuels harmful stereotypes, painting women as weak or in decline. Here's the truth. Menopause is an exciting new chapter, often a time of freedom, growth, and renewal. Yet it's also a significant health transition, one that we don't understand because we've been misled to believe that menopause is merely about periods and childbearing. In reality, it's a profound hormonal shift that impacts your entire body, with a variety of symptoms that can last for a decade or more. The challenge lies in this. How can women fully embrace this transformative phase when they are weighed down by symptoms they don't understand, that doctors aren't trained to treat, that workplaces overlook, and that society often trivializes? Menopause isn't just a health issue. When its symptoms go unaddressed, it becomes a barrier to women realizing their full potential. I know this all too well. I was blindsided by menopause. At the height of my career, I was exhausted. I couldn't sleep. I had brain fog, night sweats, and heart palpitations that sent me to the ER. I backed away from a senior vice president role at 48, thinking I was burnt out. Years later, I realized it was perimenopause. Had I known, had I been treated, my health and my career would have looked very different. This is the reality for too many women. We're stepping back, scaling down our careers and our lives because we aren't getting the care and the support that we deserve. That's why we created the Menopause Foundation of Canada, to spotlight the impact of menopause on women and society. We released 2 landmark reports, The Silence and the Stigma, Menopause in Canada, and Menopause and Work in Canada. These reports earned over 1 billion media impressions. They ignited a national conversation and they drove action on a long overlooked issue. The data exposed the real challenges women face and fuels our mission to address these inequities. The numbers are staggering. Women aged 40 plus make up a quarter of Canada's population and its workforce, spending up to half their lives in a stage of menopause. Indeed, the fastest growing group of working women is aged 45 to 55, right when most women experience menopause. Our report found that unmanaged symptoms cost the Canadian economy $3.5 billion annually in missed workdays, lost productivity, and women losing income in their peak earning years. It is estimated that 1 in 10 women leave the workforce entirely. This is unacceptable. At the Menopause Foundation of Canada, here's what we're advocating for. First, we must close the menopause knowledge gap. 1 in 2 women feel unprepared for menopause. While most expect hot flashes and period changes, many don't realize they might also face changes in mental health, sleep, cognition, and sexual function. We're often blindsided by a host of symptoms when they persist for quite a long time and are unaware that estrogen loss raises the risk of heart disease, osteoporosis, and genitourinary issues. Menopause is natural, but suffering isn't, especially when we have safe and effective treatments readily available. The Menopause Foundation of Canada offers free, evidence-based resources and is working to ensure that women have the information they need to get the help that they deserve. Second, we must improve access to menopause care and treatment. Most healthcare practitioners aren't trained to treat menopause. This reality fails half the population. We don't expect people to tough out issues related to puberty or pregnancy. So why menopause? Men get care for aging issues like erectile dysfunction and low testosterone without stigma. But women's menopause symptoms are often dismissed, treated as a natural part of aging. This isn't just unfair, it's a deep inequity in how we value and treat women's health across their lifespan. Our data has been featured in key medical conferences around the world. We are meeting with government to demand change and are mobilizing women to advocate for their right to health equality. And our third goal is to create menopause-inclusive workplaces. Why focus on this? Because workplaces can help close the menopause knowledge gap. Their bottom line benefits when they retain the leadership and experience of women in the prime of their working lives. That's why we launched the Menopause Works Here campaign, offering a free menopause-inclusive workplace playbook packed with tools and resources. So far, more than 50 companies have joined, including Sun Life, PwC, BMO, L'Oreal Canada, and the Arthritis Society. And we've educated thousands of employees across the country. You see, we are making progress. The closed doors have been blown wide open. We're no longer talking in whispers, and we've started a movement. Together, we are rewriting the story of menopause, shifting from ageist stereotypes to narratives of strength, wisdom, and renewal. The new conversation is fabulous, but this is about so much more. It's about reshaping how society values women's health, well-being, and longevity. It's about demanding equal access to care and support in every stage of life. Imagine a future where women in menopause are met with knowledge, understanding, and support, where women thrive and achieve their full potential. That's the change we're here to make. Thank you.